Welcome, Hoarders. Today we're going to be playing some more Grand Theft Auto 5, and this testing Tuesday we're going to be testing the Ubermacht Revolter. I like this car. You might remember a movie, I think it was like the guy that played Wolverine. It was some movie he was in, or maybe it was even Wolverine or some shit like that. He had a car that looked like this. It's a Cadillac concept car, like the Escuela or something like that. Escala. It's probably Escala because it's like Escalade, but without aid at the end. It was a concept car. However, you've seen a superhero with it, but did you know this car itself is a superhero? Here comes the Crimson Chin. I'm just kidding. It does, however, look a lot like the Crimson Chin. I think it looks too much like the Crimson Chin to enjoy it. It did say something about weapons, though, so I really don't know. Maybe you have to take that to your mobile operations center to do that. But when I pulled into the Los Santos Customs earlier to max this out, it said something about weapons that you can get added to it. So I'll have to see into that. I really don't know yet. But let's talk about the performance. Performance-wise, it is a very good handling car. With the size that it has, it stays planted pretty well when you're going quicker. Brakes are pretty decent. Top speed's not great. Acceleration's not great. It is, however, I would say a very good car as far as, like, say if you're doing missions and your other friends are like new to the game and they don't have like quick cars yet and then they want to get a ride with you. It's 4 doors, so you could go somewhere fairly quickly. It has quite a bit of armor, like, coverage to it. Like, the windows aren't huge. So you're less likely to really get shot. That's something I should include into more of these videos, like, because like the Hummer, you're gonna get shot from everywhere if you're in a Hummer. It's just so much area for like other players online to just obliterate you. This, I'm actually curious about the trunk because the way it looks. Vehicle doors, let's do all. Okay, so the trunk does open the way I assumed it would. And it has a little ding to it when the doors are open. Some vehicles I don't think have that. What else? What else? I think I've pretty much covered everything really, like, relatively quick. I think it's not going to get a great time on the test track or the drag track. It's just what I started doing recently was just going down the entire list of like vehicles that I haven't tested yet, and I pick a random one that I haven't tested. This is the one that I ended up picking because I've had the vehicle for some time and I pretty much just wanted to test it. Since there's not really much more to add to this, let's head on over to the test track and see what we can get. This is under the sports category, so I can already tell you this is definitely not the fastest sports car, because first of all, we have the Pariah, the Comet RS, which are two very fast sports cars. I think the two fastest, actually, as far as what I've tested so far. Um, I think this is like my 138th testing video, so if there's other vehicles you would like me to test that I haven't done yet, please post in the comment section down below. I usually say about that at the end of the video, but I know some people don't get that far, like they just see the times and then they leave. So if there's a vehicle I haven't tested, just make sure you put it down in the description or the comment section. I think that this is just not gonna live up to the expectations from the other sports cars I've tested. That is a very wide turn there. A smaller turning radius than what I was expecting, actually. Because when I was driving it in the city, it did fairly good. That might be because there's more, like, it's not as level as a plane, or that level of a plane. Got a bit of understeer to it, though. That's quite different for a car like this. I mean, it does have a very long wheelbase, though, too, so that probably doesn't help. Cut in like that. Yeah. Start slowing down. Gotta hit that one. Go through this. We're on our final straight stretch. I do admit this has a very, very good sounding engine. It's very throaty through the exhaust. Try to stay on the inside of the yellow. Keep it tight. What'd we get? 2 minutes, 11.099 seconds. That is a quite quick time, not the quickest by far, but it's relatively quick, so let's head on over to the leaderboard and see where we placed. On the test track, the Ubermacht Revolter finished in 33rd place at 2 minutes, 11.099 seconds. Not an amazing time. I knew it wouldn't be an amazing time. This was just the next vehicle to test, so I did this one. There's other sports vehicles in here that I see, being the Elegy Retro, being one of them. The Ocelot Penetrator being another one. So those are both other sports cars that are faster. Even the Shafter V12 is a sports car. So there's 3 vehicles in the sports category just on this page that I can see that are faster than this. But the Shafter V12 is also a 4-door, but the Penetrator and the Elegy Retro are 2 doors. So that is one thing to take into consideration. But if it's between this one and the Shafter V12, I would go for the Shafter V12 because, one, I think it looks better, and obviously it's faster, but it's also 4 doors, so that does help that out. Now let's head on over to the drag track and see what we can get with it over there. Okay, on to our last test, which is also our second test. I knew immediately from seeing those taillights, so I was like, that is definitely Cadillac. But I ended up looking it up to figure out exactly what car it was. Because the front, to me, didn't look like Cadillac at all. Gonna be real, this doesn't feel too quick so far. We're at 23, look like 2305. No, 22.991. How about that? That seems like a decently quick time, but let's head on over to leaderboard and see where we placed. On the drag track, the Ubermacht Revolter finished in 15th place at 22.991 seconds. An even better time by far. Still not the fastest sports car here. I believe the Schlagen GT is also a sports car. I might be wrong with that. I really don't remember. But if that is, that's the only other sports car that's faster than this on this page. So it is a very good car in a straight line, just not taking the turns, which is kind of be to it's kind of to be expected when there's that long of a wheelbase on a car like that. Usually it causes more understeer, which it does have a little bit of. I really didn't experience much oversteer with it, so that's one thing. I would prefer oversteer to understeer though, because at least then you would have more of a chance of making the turn. Um, but that's probably going to be it for that. Post in the comments down below of a vehicle you'd like to see me test in the next episode of Testing Tuesday. If you post it, most likely I will end up picking it because I usually don't have a big group of people putting submissions in. Also, check out my playlist and stuff for that. I also have a Discord now and an Instagram, so go check them out. But I'm going to be ending the episode there. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click one of my previous, next, and related videos. And don't forget to check out my other social medias in the description down below.